the power.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't need to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organisation that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the desire to basically...
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out.
This dead human downloaded lines of code from the Black Cab network mere moments before dying. It appears the network has been tampered with, and poorly. This code is amateurish, crammed in there like a pack of crayons in a dim child's nose. There's even a comment attached to the code.
What does it say?
No words, just bit strings, gibberish, and not enough of it to compile any useful data.
That's fucked up. So you're telling me some dickhead hackers using black caps to run people down?
Exactly, but I need more data to be sure.
Let's get that data, fam. We find more cabs, get more bit strings, find who this hacker is, and where they're at.
Like nothing on an individual...
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't need to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organisation that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist?
What do you have, Bagley?
The same crude code with bit strings in a comment. I'll try converting them.
Nothing in your life matters on an individual...
All we ask, letters.
What was that?
So these bit strings came from an audio file and not, as I suspected, from someone kicking their keyboard down a spiral staircase. Hack another cab and I can decode the rest.
Let's move swiftly, or else these black cabs may injure more innocent bystanders.
But that's what they go for. And on that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of your life, from who you talk to where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends. And what we're seeing now is a contemporary iteration of this process where you get corporations and the state operating in tandem, basically molded into one another. But that isn't that...
I now have enough bit strings to complete the audio file. Let's see.
Private companies in those camps making use of...
With all due respect, these are Broker Tech employees, your employees being run over by your product. Don't you want what's best for your employees?
Sky Larson knows full well what is best for her employees, Lieutenant, and that is why the black cabs will remain operational.
But surely taking the cabs offline wouldn't affect your bottom line?
All we ask is for Albion's cooperation as we resolve the situation internally. Let us worry about our bottom line.
How about that now? Broker Tech employees run over by their own product.
I've gone over all the victims of black cabicide, and they all have two things in common. Very poor reflexes and their employer, Brokertech.
Does that mean the black cab AI is one of Sky Larson's mind-mapped people?
That's right, a former cabbie. Brokertech partnered with the city to automate their cabs, and now the cabs are getting their revenge.
Pumba. Looks like we have to stop this madness. What do we do?
We still need to find this AI's location. Hack into another cab and I'll see if it has a readable user history. Download complete. It appears the code alterations have been coming from a parking garage in Westminster.
I have no love for Broker Tech, but I'm not sure we should just let them dead because Sky Larson is insane.
The creator-creation relationship can be a dark and complex thing. See Frankenstein, bride of Frankenstein, son of Frankenstein.
Bags, thank you ever so much for that. We can't have killer cabs on the streets. The public has enough to deal with already. Plus, if I hail a murderous cab at 4 a.m., I will definitely be far too sloshed to outrun it. Let's sort this.
Power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way from a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here, is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA. It is by its nature a tool for authoritarianism, and it has been used in
How does big data fit into our lives? James covered it for the pre-crisis press.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every aspect of your behaviour is monitored and totted up by a central system to sort of score you as a person, a bit like a credit card, but predicated on all of your behaviour.
You have arrived at the Black Cab parking garage and repair facility. We're here to find that AI and get it to stop plotting GPS routes through Brokertech employees.
Sure they're still in the area. Make it stop!
I think we lost him.
Alert. Core temperature rising. You can't do this to me. I've been a cabbie all my life. I've got the knowledge. Please, don't make redundant. Kill them, I'll do it. Bloody automation. Unauthorized access. Boot vehicles on local network.
Initiate signal interference.
What's going on?
The AI is rerouting computer power to jam the deletion process. Insert the tired jam-related wordplay here.
much choice. Can't turn down. Where? I sign? What kind of house? Am I? I can't see. To drive again? Let's do it. Signal interference failed. Reboot. Help me.
I've isolated the source of the signal jam. You know what to do.
What's happening?
Looks clear. Check another area.
Please shut. Network operational. Change my mind. Run diagnostics. She did this. It was her. Override code. I will find.
Who shut that down?
System must be active.
That stuck the banana up the tailpipe. Every black cab in London just came to a stop. Now scarf her or they'll kill you for sure.
Somebody here? You better speak up.
And immediately started again. They must have reverted to an older backup system. Initial reports indicate that they've lost their killer instinct. Do you think the AI was trying to kill Sky Larson? Was that its ultimate goal?
I'm not sure, but I think we made the right choice, you know. Innocent lives were at risk.
You fascists!
We want low-income housing now! Mate! Oi! Can't see why...
Pardon me.
Now that is a nice car.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to...
You found the place.
Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is serving AI.
So sorry.
You hear something? Oh. Punch my mother in the face.
Don't you need to give up?
You found it, now find some way to destroy it.
Authorities are here to protect you.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government, led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Well, that is convenient.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location. Got it. Watch for hostiles, people. Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
Spread out! Drone, run
Come
a
out!
search!
Wherever you are. All units, disengage. Suspect has disappeared.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs, quietly of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Good. Let us go introduce ourselves.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Paranoid fellow, huh?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Copy.
Don't let the tit-head get away.
Look at all these blood clot traps around here. How we get around them?
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I'm onto it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash the hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
Traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
One more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Okay, let's just talk about this.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
No, more like anti-Albion.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Killing me won't stop Albion. They know you're in London. You need to run now.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
We know. Why else you think I'm sticking my neck out?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
You're scared, but we're on the same side. Cass is behind all this madness. He tried to kill us and we need your help to stop him.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. Guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. Table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go.
Stop him!
No!
Move it! Oh, hell.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about your that shit.
Jesus.
Officer down. I say again, officer down. I've identified the harmful individual.
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
Where did they go? Shit.
All units, board this suspect to stop.
Find them, prick! Let us get. We need to regroup.
All units, we are after the suspect.
See y'all later.
Today, the GB is the shadow of its former self.
Units fall back.
Become a tool used by the government to
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
Our experts speak in conditions of anonymity for their own safety.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I've got to switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Can we get... Fuck you! Fascist wanker! Is this really happening? Shit! Excuse me? No thanks.
It won't stop!
Who in their right mind? In your mouth.
Oh, God!
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Fucking your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of this cornerstone. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on the conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible. And because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in, and it kept them in the loop. So we ended up in a situation where nobody trusted anything, and nobody believed anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an authoritarian...
Huh? Security is top-notch at top. How the Ross we getting it?
I like to help, fam, but I just caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Did anyone see that? Shit, we've got a body!
Let's fan out! Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the borough to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days, you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Wonderful.
Nothing on my end.
Citizens, if you see something,
Listen. You hear that?
Shit! There's someone dying over here! Secure that vehicle!
I want them found! Drone search protocol.
Wait, what?
Yo.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
We don't really have a choice, do we? Whatever Nigel Cass is planning can't be good for the city or for us. We need to shut down his new project before it's unveiled. This sort of thing is exactly why we joined DedSec, isn't it?
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in our pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Send on their details now.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
It's going to be rough trying to turn an Albion employee.
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
Can't talk, I have a meeting to attend.
What's her deal, Bugs?
She's got substantial gambling debts, well above the median amount that people are killed for. Oh, and she's also refusing offers of financial assistance from a well-off friend.
You're telling me that a gambling addict turned down free money? It doesn't add up.
Look at you keeping up. Maybe this friend can help explain our prospect's unusual behavior.
Good idea. Bagley, I need a meeting.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from his corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. Become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become fake propaganda? Here's this information.
On your bike, you fucking wanker.
Off I go!
Heard that you need some help. Wagwan.
This is about my friend, isn't it? Oh, God. She's okay, right? She's in way over her head.
Go on.
She's destroying her life with this stupid gambling. I tried to help her get out of debt, but no. Now she's off to meet those Clan Kelly thugs. They're going to kill her.
Sounds serious. We'll look into it.
I've tracked our naughty little gambler to a location that's crawling with Clan Kelly goons.
We gotta see about this.
Oh, no.
Shh! Give up! Ben! This is on you! Prepare yourself. Fuck! Need a distract.
This is a highly placed Albion informant, or as they're called in America, a narc. And if there's one thing I know about the people of London, it's that they always like to see a rat get his comeuppance. Good on you.
Thanks.
Now it's perhaps even more consistent.
This is London Calling.
Someone's hacked this. Scan the area.
Our gambler is somewhere in the area, and just based on how these things go, probably in mortal peril. Get to her quickly. The hostage is in here. Let's get her out.
Back off!
There's something there.
Moving on.
Spots.
Now don't be stupid.
Sweeping the area.
Congratulations on your great victory.
Just vanished.
Let's make sure they're all right.
Sweep everything until you find him.
You're on Clan Kelly Dwarf now, already.
You good?
For your information, I had the entire situation under control.
Huh?
Okay, fine. Maybe I didn't. Damn it, I thought for sure that con was going to work.
What you mean?
The plan was simple. I refused to pay the debt, they dragged me to their lair, then I upload my crypto-stealing virus. Unfortunately, they proved somewhat more violent than anticipated.
No kidding.
You're all hackers, aren't you? Perhaps you could upload the virus for me. I'd even cut you in.
I'm onto it.
So she was actually gambling with her own life. Talk about raising the stakes.
It might be a good idea to help her out. She's likely to join us, you know.
I found a Kelly lieutenant who should make a great target for the crypto-draining virus. I'll send you their details now.
That is curious. Well, I can't really say. I'm shocked. People are horrid. No way. Huh? Yes. I hear what you said. Right.
Meeting area crime report.
Watch where you're going. Oh, really?
Correctly registered. Yeah. Copy that.
Sorry, say again? Right. Yes. Now that is interesting. What the bloody hell are you going to do about it?
The target for that crypto-stealing virus is around here.
Copy.
That's in there. Get ready with the virus upload.
that granny. Shut it down. They fucked.
Shit! Hold on.
Hey, body down.
Look around here. What a call out. We lost the trail.
Upload complete. Now scarper or they'll kill you for sure. Virus install complete.
I expect you'll be happy with that. Let's send her the good news. That thing, it's done.
Marvellous. I'm watching my virus drain their accounts as we speak. I must say, this all worked out rather nicely.
Want to put your skills to good use? DedSec is always up for new blood.
Consider me in.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed.
Has to be here somewhere. Must have given us the slip.
I don't care what it takes. Just find them.
Listen. All right, let's do this. What the fuck was that? Hey, no loitering here. Well, that's disconcerting. That's it. Hang on. Hang on. I hear something. Definitely need a shutdown.
Some hackers messing with this thing. Find them. Ending the search. Who do we blame for this?
Don't break your neck. What's this?
I'm happy another person has woken up and wants to do the right thing.
I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies.
Fantastic.
Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
Well, that's got a few bombs loose. No moving.
Halo, apa Mer?
Halo.
Hei,
Kamu ku lap piro ya sing slim.
yo pokoknya lek telu loro telu papat iku wis apik nemen. Lek telu ditawa 3.000 yo gak apa-apa. Akmu tuku piro sih, Min?
Aku tuku telu. Telu loro.
Anyar ta?
Enggak, saya kan cuma sekitar berapa? 4 bulan atau 3 bulan. Sajane garansinya sih ono, kan garansinya kan.
Lek banku second sih 4,5 Mer.
Iya kan.
Mau gawe tuku apa?
Kepingin tuku iPad sih. Tapi mbok si mikir sih.
Tuku iPhone ae lho.
Setengah woi, kudu no. Sing kepinginnya sih iku, cuman sih gak ero. Ndak pilih ndak.
Aku awakmu ambek sapa? Ambek Wara to ah? Suwi ya?
Ndak balik. Ngatur. Emang tuh lagi piro dia? Slim.
Lek slim 3.000-an. Ndak Oh mbiyen ta. Mbiyen payune 3 papat apa 3 ngono. 3 saelingku.
Itu kan ndak suwe kan, paling ya ndak mungkin akeh.
Iya. Enggak sih corona terus kena
Oh iya betul.
kena PS5.
Terus yuto lho wis gak terima balik.
Iyalah, gak apa-apa.
Masalah.
Coba nae wean Mas Mauli.
Mauli tuh terima pisan. Device mau jadi dia sama stok.
Masih ono.
Cuman bu, itu tidak jadi mana si Mauli mari. Foto-foto ya.
Iya.
Foto apa wae?
Alah ya foto anune mesine dilap sih. Hah? Lah akune ono opoe? Kan gak ono apa-apane.
Aku ini nyambung di email aku sih ya.
Lah iya.
Kok gini kita update kata for teman.
Ojo gak usah gitu. Engko lek kabeh wis deal-dealan ambek wonge anu menae di reset apa iku di reset factory.
Iku silang kabeh saya balik.
Iya wis silang kabeh. Koyo anyar iku.
Ya wis ya. Coba tak cek iki mau.
Iya, 3.000 lah paling. Iku wis
oke lah.
Lumayan maksudnya standar awal. Coba naik
2 tahun lebih kan. Ini waktu itu gak aktif ada bonus gitu loh. Kan ya diaktif apa juga 6 bulan lagi gitu loh.
Oh iya dah. Gak ngerti aku ya.
Ono. Ngelebokno.
Si ono stroke gak lho?
Ono gak salah.
Stroke deloken kapan?
Iya.
Kok fotoan?
Lengkap kabeh.
Lek gak ono maneh nang FB tapi biasanya nang FB ku lho banter.
Nang FB. Oh yo iki pecun ambek wong ngene iku. Takut-takut tok ngono lho males. Penting lang penjualnya nang
Kabeh tuku apa kon sidone? Kayak dolen anu talol ta, Cik.
Paling kaya
tuku anu po, ten arai. Pas dolan abeng. Enak lah.
Ndak kepetusan, ndak boros.
Gak. Lek gak ya awakmu tuku Android ae gawe main LOL. Ya mbuh sih aku lek Asine makanya aku jarang main nang HP ku opo mir. Eman aku Ci, eman HP ku.
Makanya aku beli iPad buat main tok gitu maksudnya. Sampai kayak itu Netflix tau kok misalnya cuman lah.
Kak mending Android nah.
Android tapi main ngecek Poco X3. Aku udah iso full spec.
Hah?
Udah iso ultra.
Poco. Piroan tablet iku piroan?
iPad lah, mini 5 aku main ngecek tadi ngecek bekas itu wifi only 64 GB 5 juta
Anyar.
bekas anyarin
Sing anyar apa lho? iPad mini ku. Gak ono ya?
nek sing mini paling baru ada 5.
Oh.
Saya podo koyo iPhone 11 Pro. Kan mantap.
Eman mir lek tuku embo yo aku sih karoan tuku sing murah-murah lek gawe game. Embo lek awakmu anu kepengin apa jenenge?
Sing murah-murah nek iso full spec ya. Main ndak full spec cici rasane.
Soale iki pisan gak apik-apik banget lho. LOL iki. Nang nggonanku ultra yo maksudnya lek dibandingno AOV lho ya sik apik AOV.
Iya.
Iya.
Pasangna boleh PS ta.
Wis. Saben main iku 60, Pak. Lek awakmu tuku 10R apa 11, tapi lek 11 larang, Cuk. 10R lah sing.
Aku telepon apa?
Oh, di telepon.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform.
Oh, easy. Back to the grind.
I think we've been introduced.
Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
What the fuck?
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You certainly know an awful lot about Nigel Cass.
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you?
Not a chance. The rent of cars takes care of its own. You know that.
Fair point.
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible from terrorist attacks. I believe he has ensured that every security measure has been properly taken so that we are all well protected. As he likes to say, there's nothing more valuable than our people's history.
What the fuck is this?
We need someone looking out. Doing work.